Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kurt with Need More Reviews. So today we got two products. They're pretty similar, but they also have a couple different features. We're doing the 4-volt cordless screwdrivers. This one's rotating. This one's just your standard non-rotating screwdriver. So we're going to get into them, unbox them, and see what's inside. See a couple of the features that they do have. You guys can pause the video and check that out. That's for the rotating screwdriver. And this is the non-rotating screwdriver. Like I said, they're pretty similar. Only difference is this one here is a rotating screwdriver, which I'll show you that feature, and has 5+1 torque, so it's a little bit stronger. All right, let's get into it. All right, so each of these cordless screwdrivers, they come with the same things inside, so I don't have everything out here from both packs because, I mean, it'd just be doubles of everything. But pretty much you get USB-C charger. It doesn't come with the actual charging block, the part that goes into the wall. Pretty good length as well. Instruction manual, which, I mean, the product is pretty self-explanatory. And 2 bits. Each of them charges here at the bottom. See if you can see that. There you go. Like I said, each product is pretty similar. Only thing is one has a little more torque, a little more power, and the other doesn't. Well, I mean, this one here, it rotates, so you have the standard screwdriver format, or you have kind of like the power drill. So they each have a light on them. Helps when you're in tight, dark spaces. This one's a little bit bigger, as you can see. I mean, they fit in your hand pretty well. Pretty good product. Maybe for someone older, you know, who doesn't want to hold a big old power drill. This would be a good little deal for them. Like I said, has 2 different features. They say it's rotating. Built pretty good. Has the different torque settings on here. You just rotate them and switch them. So they pretty much work just like a regular power drill, just without the same power the power drill would have. For Hyper Tough, they're built pretty good. I like the way they feel. I don't know how they work as far as, I don't know their performance, but pretty much you just slide the bit in. And you can tell this one's a little bit slower. Maybe the same speed. But all in all, built pretty well. Now, this one's about $15. I think it's just because it's a little stronger and it has that little rotating feature on it. The other one there, it is, I believe it was $10.88 before taxes. Which is, I mean, you know, it's not bad. Like I said, they're built pretty well. USB-C. I mean, they can fit in the palm of your hand, depends on how big your hand is. It's just a handy little tool to kind of keep around. Get in tight spaces where you can't really, you know, control your, or you can't have your screwdriver fit. This might be able to fit a little more. Maybe not necessarily this one, but definitely that smaller one. So let's go get that old plank of wood and see how these work. I got a couple screws laying around that we can just, you know, play around with and see, you know, how they perform. Like I said, the cord seems a good length, maybe 3 feet. All right, so again, these are the Hyper Tough 4-volt cordless screwdrivers. Rotating screwdriver. just a regular old screwdriver. They operate just like a power drill, but without the the power of a power drill. So, all right, let's get into it. We'll get a plank of wood here and a couple screws and see how they work. All right, so we got a little plank of wood here. We got a screw. We have this on the 3rd setting. Let's see how it does. Let's see if y'all can see this. Well, uh-oh. So it looks like this one's a dud. Let me turn it all the way up and see if we can get this screw driven all the way down. I don't know, guys. That one might be a fail. But again, if you're doing like light socket fixtures, a remote control car that needs, batteries, this will definitely work. But I have a piece of wood here that I'm screwing this nail into, so it's probably the issue. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. Am I overusing it? I think that's what it is. I think I'm overusing it. Of course, we know it's not made for this, but I just want to see what it would do. So, let's try this other one here. Now, I'm assuming this one's stronger, so I'm assuming it's not going to work out. So, we'll just drill the same hole. What do you think? Well, we can try a new hole. Let's see here. Let me see if I can find something different. We'll get right back with you to give it kind of a fair, give it a fair chance. All right. All right. So I found this old space heater in my shed. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can remove the screws out of this. I couldn't really find anything that had the appropriate screws, that maybe give this thing a fair shot. So we'll go ahead with this space heater and see how it works. Try to get an angle so y'all can see. Okay, so that's out. So that was pretty easy. And we'll go back in. Okay, so we know that the plank of wood and using it for maybe construction or light projects around the house, that's out. It's not going to work. It's not strong enough. But for something like this, it'll work. So let's try this one here. We're going to try the rotating version. Try a different screw here. So that's out. That's in. So let's try the other function on this thing here. Let's see. We'll go with another one. Excuse my dog. He's probably barking at my chickens or something. Alright, so it works. It's just a hyper tough product that's not built for construction or DIY projects around the house, driving nails into wood. But as far as home repairs, sockets, maybe putting up a couple picture frames, these would definitely cut it. Changing out batteries on appliances. Well, not appliances, but like toys, like I said, race cars or remote controls that have screws in them still. I know a lot of things they don't have screws anymore, A lot of things, they don't have batteries anymore, so. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know down below. Leave me a couple messages, comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a couple other videos that I'll post here soon. I try to post at least once or twice a week, depending on my schedule. So, but again, I'll have other products other than Hyper Tough. I just, had a couple Hyper products laying around, and I bought a couple products, just to see how they work. So, I appreciate y'all clicking the video. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.